أعزائي الطلبة والطالبات، السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. مرحبا بكم في درس جديد من دروس النهاردة. معكم عادل بسيونى، ومستمرين مع كتاب المعاصر ثالثة إعدادي، وتحديدا الوحده العاشره، وتحديدا بيج 203 203. نروح على طول للسؤال الأول. choose the correct answer. اختر الإجابة الصحيحة. Our system includes بيشمل على the sun and 8 planets. الشمس و8 كواكب. طبعا ده هو المجموعة الشمسية فاسمها solar system. Yesterday بالأمس dad bought a camera with a very good lens. بعدسة جيدة. Galileo studied the in our solar system. طبعا العالم جاليليو درس الكواكب فهنقول studied the planets. The moon الأرض يدور القمر يدور حول حول الأرض once every 27 days. كل 27 يوم بيدور أو بيكمل القمر لفة حول الأرض فهنقول orbits يعني يدور أو يلف. عزة loves studying the stars. بتحب دراسة النجوم and planets. She wants to be. هي عايزة تطلع إيه؟ طبعا هي عايزة تطلع astronomer، عالمة فلك. A lot of orbit the earth. يدور حول الأرض. طبعا عمر الكواكب ما هتدور حول الأرض، ولكن اللي هيدور حول الأرض satellites، الأقمار الصناعية. I want to enter an international math competition. عايز أدخل مسابقة في الرياضيات. Most employees at 60. الموظفين بيتقاعدوا عند سن 60. at the age of 6 يبقى هقول retire، يتقاعد على المعاش. Let's go on a boat on the Nile for an hour. A boat trip رحلة نيلية. A boat trip. حبيبة مرزوق is dreaming تحلم going to the Olympics. تحلم of dream of تحلم بي. is a person who travels into space. الشخص اللي بيسافر عبر الفضاء بسميه رائد فضاء. astronaut رائد فضاء. a piece of equipment you use. أداة بتستخدمها to see things that far away، البعيدة عنك. طبعا ده التلسكوب. The space is a large spacecraft where people live and work. طبعا ده space station، محطة الفضاء. Is a force which attracts. قوة بتجذب things or people to the center of the earth. طبعا دي يا شباب gravity، الجاذبية. is a machine in space، آلة في الفضاء that goes around the earth، تدور حول حول الأرض. طبعا دي spacecraft، سفينة الفضاء أو المركبة الفضائية. is a person who studies something carefully. research، الباحث بيدرس كل شيء بعناية. Dad retired at 50 as he has some health problems. That means he stopped at 50. He stopped working. توقف عن العمل. In 1608 the telescope was invented. That means that it was designed. صمم. Nora helped to organize an important sports event. The word organize in the sentence mean arrange، ترتب. ومن صفحة 205 تعال نشوف السؤال الأول. choose the correct answer. اختر الإجابة الصحيحة. You can make an adverb. نكون حال. طبعا الحال عبارة عن صفة زائد ly from the adjective successful by adding the suffix al. successfully. We add the suffix to get the noun from the word Italy. Italy أنا عايز منها الاسم فهقول Italian. I haven't been to the club recently. The word recently can be replaced by the word recently يعني lately، مؤخرا أو حديثا. The prefix gives the opposite of the word correct. Correct، incorrect. صحيح وغير صحيح. There is a cafe far away. بعيدة. The word far away can be replaced by remote. بعيد. remote يعني بعيد و far away يعني بعيد. We collect some money for a specific purpose. لغرض ما. The synonym of specific is particular. معين أو محدد. ومن صفحة 209 تعال نشوف complete with the correct form. أكمل بالصيغة الصحيحة. Have you ever using a telescope? Have you ever used have وhas والتصريف الثالث للفعل used. What have you been dreaming? What have you been dreaming؟ طبعا زمن المضارع التام المستمر. have وhas been والفعل زائد ing. What have you been dreaming? I have been to this restaurant before. It's good. Is it good? Yes it is. يبقى I have been. أحمد has read. خلي بالك من read نفس الكتابة النطق بيختلف. يبقى أحمد has read. هبة her homework for 2 hours. has been doing. يونس a new story for an hour. He's still reading it. مازال يقرأها. يبقى has been reading. Have you been waiting for the bus for a long time? Haytham has created an app already. Created. I have already come. I have already come. Nada has won. already يبقى has already won. بسيونى has been teaching. I have been doing this hobby since last year. You look tired. What have you been doing? They have been studying. من صفحة 212 complete with the correct form. أكمل بالصيغة الصحيحة. How many people walked on the moon by the end of the 20th century؟ بنهاية القرن العشرين قد إيه الناس اللي طلعوا على القمر؟ فهقول had walked. I didn't send the report until I طبعا till و until يجي قبليهم ماضي بسيط منفي بعدهم ماضي تام فهقول I had revised. I hadn't been to Karim's house since he ate yellow. Since he painted. Fatma had never heard Italian before she went to Rome. Had. We took a taxi to the beach because the bus had already left. Took. After Nada the food, her visitors arrived. After ماضي تام ماضي بسيط. ماضي تام يعني had والتصريف الثالث. يبقى after Nada had cooked. Before مفيش فاعل يبقى في فعل زائد ing. Before listening to the radio. After all I had studied her lessons, she went out. The boy ran away as soon as he saw the dog. طبعا هنا ممكن كمان نقول had seen. As soon as ماضي تام ماضي بسيط أو ماضي بسيط ماضي بسيط. When أيمن يعني ممكن هنا كمان نقول had seen ممكن نقول هنا had seen عادي. When أيمن arrived at the station the train had left. Before he to school he had packed his bag. Before he went. We didn't decide to have lunch until. Didn't. Had he left our tickets before he went to the show? She had succeeded last week, so she was happy. By the time he went to bed, he had watched the film. The river was dry because it hadn't rained for weeks. Lena knew the best room at the hotel because she had been there before. Scientists had done a lot of research. Had done. After studying the moon. دلوقتي جمعنا على تدريب الدرس الأول والثاني في صفحة 216. Finish the following dialogue. أكمل هذا الحوار. Mazen has got lost in Port Said and he asks a taxi driver to help him. بيسأل سواق تاكسي إنه يساعده to reach عشان يوصل the Sun Hotel لفندق الشمس. Excuse me, can you help me? Of course. How can I help you? قال له I want to reach the Sun Hotel. بدأ يقول له walk along this road and then turn right. Do you want me to take you there? تحب أوديك هناك؟ فقال له yes please. Is it far? هل هو بعيد؟ قال له no it isn't. Is there a museum near the hotel? قال له yes there is, the Egyptian museum. قال له thanks شكرا لك. How much is the ticket? راح للسؤال الثاني. read and complete with the word from the following list. Have, walked, robbed, Mars, has, astronaut. Man الإنسان had dreamed of traveling into space before achieving it in the 20th century. Man walked on the moon during the 1960s. A space station has been built, and then a space astronaut. Do you think we will be able to walk on Mars? روح على السؤال الثالث. choose the correct answer. اختر الإجابة الصحيحة. The large spacecraft where people live and work. Space station. To get the adverb from the adjective successful, we add ly successfully. When something isn't modern, it is ancient قديم. To get the opposite of the adjective popular, we use a suffix un عشان نقول unpopular. This idea can't be right. The synonym of right is correct. They gave me a specific job in the project. Antonym of specific. Specific يعني محدد. عكسها non-specific غير محدد. بعد كده نروح على السؤال الرابع. Complete with the correct form. أكمل بالصيغة الصحيحة. She worked there for 5 years. She's still here. ما زالت بتعمل. يبقى هقول she has been working. The government many roads recently. The government has built. Have you ever traveled into space? She has been to London. I had arrived home before the film started. Had arrived. صفحة 226 والبداية على طول. السؤال الأول. choose the correct answer. اختر الإجابة الصحيحة. You can wear on your teeth. You can wear on your teeth braces. You can wear for sports. They have very comfortable to your feet. Trainers. Africa is one of the 7 in the world. طبعا أفريقيا هي إحدى القارات continents. Another word for a man is hello. How many does the poem have? How many verses? If you have satellite TV, the signal goes into a small on your house, a small receiver. I can't make a call because there is no telephone signal. You must wear a, when you ride on a motorbike, helmet. The sun in the morning. The sun shines in the morning. We use a camera to take photos. They in Africa is always hot. The weather. Monarch couldn't hear away in the dark. Monarch couldn't find her. Is a system for finding how to find something in a place or a place. طبعا ده GPS Global Positioning System. Is someone who is working hard. Is someone who is working hard. طبعا ده هيبقى Tyler. Is something that people can wear to make their teeth straight. Braces. Is a special hard hat used to protect the head. Helmet. Is information or instruction that is sent by sound, light, signal. Omar succeeded in all his exams last year. That means that all his exams he passed. If something is, you don't need to plug it in. If something is wireless. من 228 choose the correct answer. You can make an adjective from the noun use by adding. ازاي نجيب الصفة منه فبنضافة الفول useful. We add the suffix to get the adjective from the noun wire. Wireless. His parents don't allow him to stay out late. The word allow can be replaced by the word allow يعني يسمح أو يدع ممكن نستبدلها بكلمة let. Satellites send lots of signals. The antonym of the word is send. Send يعني يرسل عكسها طبعا receive يتلقى. وعلى طول exercise على lesson 3 and 4. Finish the following dialogue. أكمل هذا الحوار. Rania is doing her homework and asks her cousin Summer a question. Hi Rania, what are you doing? ماذا تفعلين؟ فقالت لها طبعا أنا بعمل الواجب بتاعي. فتقول لها I am doing my homework. Can you help me with a question? Sure. What is it? يا ترى إيه سؤالك؟ فقالت له What is the antonym of the word sad? Or the word sad is the antonym of the word delegated. You mean that the word delegated has the same meaning as the word happy and the word pleased? Exactly, that's right. Were you good at English at school? Yes, I was good at English at school. Ask me if you need any help. Thank you. السؤال الثاني read and complete the text with the words from the following list. Become quick, communication system became important. Thanks to modern technology, communication has become a very easy. People have become able to communicate with each other in a quick system and comfortable way. Satellites الأقمار الصناعية system have helped people to know their way in deserts or remote places. For you, which is the most important modern invention? والسؤال الثالث choose the correct answer اختر الإجابة الصحيحة. To form the opposite of the word successful we add the prefix un عشان أقول unsuccessful. The antonym of the verb send is receive. Is a machine which can receive or read information that is sent by a satellite. Satellite receiver. The synonym of the word far, remote, بعيد. If we add the suffix to the word wire, we get the adjective wireless. The information or instructions that sent by sound light signal. وتحديدا صفحة 239. والسؤال الأول choose the correct answer. Is the person who works on a ship. الشخص اللي بيعمل على السفينة sailor. We saw about Mars yesterday. We saw an expression عرض. We can see the position and the movements of the planets and the stars in a planetarium. There are many motors in the city such as cars, buses, and lorries, vehicles. Roads and railways made easier in 18th. Travel. Bino is an which is a large rock that is flying through space. Asteroid. Most astronauts stay on the station for about 6 months. Space station. Astronauts can send emails or phones call on to their families. طبعا هنا أقول make calls. Buses, cars are examples of public transport. If something is not high or deep, it's flat. Wood, plastic are examples of renewable sources. That man gets lost, so he asks about directions. We need a lot of to come first at any competition. Conversations. Always sure, make sure, تأكد. The astronaut managed to build a space on the moon, a space station. The Earth orbits the sun. تدور حول الإيه؟ حول الشمس. رحمة is different from May. مختلفة عن May. There are no mountains or hills in this land. It's an area. It's a flat area. أرض مسطحة. He wrote all his secrets in his diary. This shape has no sides. It's a circle. دائري. The person who helps tourists to know the history of the monuments is called a guide. مرشد. They live in a huge house. The synonym of huge. Huge يعني enormous. The prefix gives the antonym of the word possible. Impossible. You can make an adjective from the word Japan by adding ese. Japanese. The word public is an adjective. صفة. I can't stay in one place for too long. The synonym of stay is remain. يبقى. The antonym of public is private. جمعنا على التمرين على الدرس الخامس والسادس. Finish the following dialogue. Kamal is talking with his mother about the best way to help the community. Mom, some of my friends and I decided to make something useful for our neighborhood. what's your opinion؟ فقالت له على طول ماما ده كلام جميل، فهتقول له great. what's your plan؟ ايه هي خطتك؟ فقال لها والله انا مش عارف I don't know. what do you think we should do؟ حضرتك شايفة نعمل ايه؟ فقالت لها أو قالت له you can collect rubbish. collecting rubbish is one of our plans. what can we do also؟ أو what else can we do؟ أو what else بس. قالت لهم you can also plant some trees. قال لها but planting trees needs money. ده بيحتاج مبلغ. can you help؟ تقدري تساعدينا؟ قعدنا مع السؤال الثاني read and complete with the correct أو with the word from the following list. didn't, everywhere, send, take, make, had. The mobile is one of the most important modern inventions. It has many advantages as you can use it everywhere. تقدر تستخدمه في أي مكان. And you can تقدر كمان take photos تلتقط به الصور. With it you can also send and receive emails. People had used the telephone for a long time before the mobile was invented. أما السؤال الثالث choose the correct answer. The elephants aren't small animals, they are huge. To form an adverb from the word careful, we use the suffix ly, carefully. Some fish have bright colors. The antonym of bright is dull. Pollution is a very hard problem. The synonym of hard is hard يعني صعب, difficult. We add the prefix to form the opposite of the word impossible, impossible. That is the person who works on a ship, sailor. قعدنا مع السؤال الرابع complete with the correct form. أكمل بالصيغة الصحيحة. After they had won. When Hamza had come the film had started. Amr didn't come to the meeting till we had told him. What had you done? Layla sent the email after she had revised it. من صفحة 250 تعال نشوف اختبار الوحدة العاشرة. Finish the following dialogue. أكمل هذا الحوار. Maha is asking her father, who has just arrived, to attend her friend's birthday party. Father, good evening, Maha. Good evening, father. I need your permission to do something, please. Would you mind if I attend my friend's party? فقال على طول I don't mind, but when will it be؟ فقالت له next Friday evening. Could you give me some money to buy her a present؟ فقال لها sure. Where it will be؟ فقالت له at her house. فقال لها I don't mind, but who will attend it؟ مين اللي هيحضرها؟ فقالت له all our friends. تعال نروح على السؤال الثاني واللي بيقول read and complete the text with the words from the following list. GPS maps can weather global debt. Satellite technology is very useful to our lives nowadays. People used الناس بتستخدم maps in the past to find their way. With satellite technology, people use GPS to find the places. We can use satellites to study the weather, to know where the clouds and the storms are moving. Can you name؟ هل تستطيع أن تسمي other things that can work with satellite technology. تعالوا نروح على الفقرة ونقرأ الفقرة بتاعتنا. Read and answer the following. In today's modern society, modern technology controls everything in our world. At homes, factories, schools, malls, and hospitals. One of the most important effective invention is the internet. It is a very educational and productive tool in order to become knowledgeable and stay well connected. Many people use the internet for business purposes, while others use it in order to communicate on social networking sites such as Twitter or Facebook. Despite the beneficial use, people often abuse its powers. This tool puts consumers المستهلكين at risk for identity theft through scamming, phishing, and even hacking. Cybercrime is an illegal activity committed on the internet that uses the computer as its primary means of theft. Through identity theft, a thief, without someone's knowledge, acquires a piece of their personal information, such as their social security number or even their bank account data, and uses it to commit a theft. It is often difficult to catch cyber criminals because the internet makes it easier for people to do things from any location on the globe in العالم كله. The criminals use methods such as spam, advertisements, and even phone programs that have viruses. تعالوا نروح بقى للأسئلة اللي معانا على الفقرة. ويقول the main idea، الفكرة الرئيسية لهذه الفقرة. The internet can be useful and harmful. طبعا دي الإجابة الأدق. Cyber criminals do theft without someone's. It isn't easy to catch cyber criminals because ليه ما بيقدروش يمسكوهم؟ They do things from any location. يعملوا الأشياء دي من أي موقع. تعالوا نروح بقى للسؤال الرابع. How do you think the internet will be more useful in the future? ازاي الانترنت هيبقى مهم جدا في المستقبل. You can do all jobs on internet. Summarize the first paragraph. لخص الفقرة الأولى. Technology plays an important role today. From the passage, and fear two reasons for our need of the internet. طيب ليه الناس بتحتاج للإنترنت هذه الأيام؟ طبعا هنا for work and communication. والسؤال الرابع تعال نشوف choose the correct answer. The box wasn't small as I expected. It was a large one. We use the prefix to form the adjective from the verb live. نضيف البداية علشان نقلبها بقى لصفة، فهقول alive حي. The antonym of the word ancient يعني قديم وعكسها modern حديث. My parents don't allow me to watch TV late. The synonym of allow يعني let يسمح أو يدع. A large spacecraft where people live and work is a space station. We add the suffix to the verb discover to get a noun. طبعا هقول discovery اكتشاف. نروح على طول السؤال الخامس. complete with the correct form. أكمل بالصيغة الصحيحة. سهيلة found her father after she had known the exam result. had known. Before Mona left the club, she had greeted all her friends. Marwan hasn't finished his homework yet. Where had you gone? After the player had been honored, he cried happily. أشكر لكم طيب المتابعة والسلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.